I am Claire. This is my beautiful son, Alistair. We're here to play.
I'm so sorry, Zan. As you swallowed right then, I just got the full sound of your...
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, God.
This is my baby boy.
So funny.
Okay, we're here.
Off to a great start.
It's been a minute since you've seen all of us in the world together. You've seen bits and pieces of us all throughout time and space, mayhaps, maybe. But here we are to start playing some games again together. We're gonna try to do that on Sunday evenings now. So we hope that you'll join us here for those. This week we're taking a stab or a laser at I'm so sorry. I'm really trying to be funny. We're taking a stab at If Not Us, Then Who, which is a game that is like based on I'm gonna read the introduction to the game. I didn't tell the group I was doing this, but I feel like we should. If Not Us, Then Who by Riley Hopkins. There is no tale more compelling than a group of kids from disparate backgrounds coming together to confront a threat against overwhelming odds. Once you mix that with spandex, helmets, giant robots, or maybe space trains, what more does a story need? Power Rangers, Animorphs, Sailor Moon, She-Ra, and similar shows always have resonated because they are about coming together and doing the right thing. When in the face of danger, these characters don't run, but instead ask, if not us, then who? We are at our best when we fight together, when we fall together, when we work together, and when we collectively gather to fight against a villainous force that threatens everyone. We also have giant robots and matching suits, and that shreds. So we're going to play If Not Us, Then Who. Hopefully you'll all stick around the ride with us. The overlay was made by our very own Corson. And yeah.
It shreds.
Speaking of absolutely shredding.
Yeah, speaking of absolutely shredding, the glitch tool. Amazing. So the structure of this game is, it's a GM-less game. So while I am Claire the DM in spirit, don't worry, I'm still not Claire the DM in actuality. We are all going to be the GMs and or the not GMs of this story here together, based on ideas around television tropes and season structure and very dramatic teens. We will come together to tonight, we think maybe do one episode. We'll see how it shakes out of our very own emergency space train generation of young heroes. And now, let's prove we know nothing about TV tropes. And now we will go around the digital room and have each of these human beings introduce themselves quickly and tell us the name and suit color that your emergency space train rider is wearing. Corson.
Are these like coveralls? Okay.
I mean, should they be like jumpsuits? We can decide this right now. What kind of suit are they?
I'm vibing with like a Big Bud Press style coverall jumpsuit vibe.
Yeah, into it. With helmets.
Kind of like with helmets.
Amazing.
Yeah, so
we did it.
I'm Corson, aka Vindictive Jukebox. And today I'll be playing Prudence Ward, who is a cutie, techie brain, with a noble heart and a little bit of a tricky mind, but only if it benefits her friends.
What color is Prudence?
Prudence is blue.
Nice. Zan.
Hey there, I'm Zan. I am playing Geraldine. I am in a red suit. Geraldine very much likes to pretend that she's just here to get the job done, but secretly has a soft spot for her fellow compatriots.
Very sweet. Katie.
That's me. Hello, it's I've returned. I'm Katie. I am playing Harmony Ray. My suit color is solar. And, Harmony's motto is life's a game, and I'm really fucking good at it.
Is this similar or dissimilar to the Lyndon Kennedy, Yes, Those Kennedys motto?
Oh, real different. Real different.
Incredible. Allie.
Phrase that motto, but for Lyndon Kennedy is I'm somehow going to work this into this episode. Hi, yes, I'm Allie. I'm back. I am playing, in this case, though, Chad Bro, a quantum, and, I'm down for the overall coveralls, whatever we're doing, but I really did imagine that Chad would be wearing, like, a morph suit.
Ew,
like,
of course.
That's really where I thought that was going, but that's okay. So Chad Bro is the color quantum. I'll leave that to you to figure that out. I've thought about it for hours now, and I really don't know what that looks like. But Chad is your classic cynical survivalist.
Amazing. And again, I'm Claire. I'll be playing Pearl Dower. She's a tough loner, and she wears a white suit. Gang. It's time. We're gonna figure out what kind of episode we're doing today.
Let's do it.
Someone tell me when to stop. We'll do this like tarot style.
Stop.
Ooh.
A
High up
queen.
there. All right, gang.
What does it mean? What does it mean? Okay.
It means
What does it
New
picked
hero
mine as
revealed. I like it.
I said, close enough.
new hero revealed. So the way that each episode is broken down in the book is with a series of scenes. I'm about to read out what those scenes are. The cold open involves a new character being introduced. The villains are in a position to defeat the heroes. The new character is saved by the heroes. The newbie tries to interfere with the villains. And then the newbie gains the power to morph. Then we do a conclusion. How do we feel?
Okay.
Let's
Who the
do
hell's the
it.
New hero.
I mean, would we rather one of us be the new hero since we're like starting? Or
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, let's have it be Chad.
New kid.
it
I
should be
nominate Chad.
It should
I nominate
absolutely
Chad
be
as the new
Chad.
kid.
Oh man, it's gonna be really depressing when we get to that last scene and it turns out Chad is actually part of
Chad's
this.
the saver.
Hey, in some ways though, is it? I feel like lots of pilots involve like a new addition to an established group. Like, getting it going. All right, does anybody have ideas for the cold open that they want to kick off the scene setting?
Hold open us, Claire. Or Corson.
I was gonna cold open us. I was gonna call for, it's an empty, rattling train car, and it pulls open, and the doors pull apart at a station where just one morph-suited man is sitting on a bench. This is your stop, Chad. This is your stop. That's the opening. I have and then waiting in the wings is the is our trusty Jane, the interviewer.
Chad, before we smash cut to the intro sequence, when the door opens and you hear this beautiful woman, Jane, looking out the conductor window telling you this is your stop, what do we see Chad do before we smash cut into a title sequence?
Chad's just kind of sitting there alone, staring out to some void, trying to like set, like, has a bow on hand, is not really sure how much he can like prepare to use it without getting like arrested on the train, but it's like attempting to like put together some sort of like composite hunting bow of sorts, got like a few arrows, pulling one out, but like is looking around because like obviously realizing that a classical problem Chad faces is the morph suit does not allow for good arrow access. So currently Chad's trying to figure out Chad's trying to figure out exactly where he should cut the slit in the morph suit to like create better access to the arrows. That's what you find Chad doing.
How long has Chad been in space? Or where are we
Is he even in space? Are we just in a New York City subway station? Where's Chad?
Bro?
Listen, regardless of this answer, Chad's experience with space is much more intensive than you think, but it sure doesn't show. And where Chad is at any given point in time is more irrelevant than Chad's actual presence anywhere he goes.
Oh, God.
And how long has Chad's presence been gracing this particular train station? How early did you get to the train station?
Oh, Chad got there earlier than like the usual traffic would on this space train. Are there windows on the space train?
Well, here's the thing. Like, is Chad
the conductor window?
What is Chad waiting for?
What is Chad waiting for? Chad's waiting for like the big game.
Amazing.
Chad's waiting for the big game.
Amazing.
Also, it's my headcanon that this train looks just like the Blue Line, so sorry.
Oh my God, yeah, it does. It just looks like a Chicago L train.
That's it. There's water on the floor that's also a weird color. Chad takes note.
We see Chad looking to rip a hole in his morph suit. And as he takes his first step towards the emergency space train, we smash cut into an intro sequence. I feel like I want to know what each character pose is when you hit the intro sequence.
Oh, mine is definitely like the Angela from Bones. Like, she's at a computer, like,
oh yeah,
and looks over at the camera.
Amazing. Amazing.
The vibe for sure.
Pearl like spins around and like scythes through one of your holograms that are like up and makes like kind of a serious looking face and looks towards the camera like
Harmony does a cool jump spin, holding my my hammer, my whack-a-mole hammer that I ripped right off of an arcade game. And I in one side I bonk a little alien, and then on the other side I bonk a little whack-a-mole machine.
I bonk an alien.
I have it hammer slung over my shoulder, just looking like yeah.
I love it. Geraldine is packing her bag for the morning, and it's very much filmed in like Edgar Wright style, where it's like boom, 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 boom. Like everything is like just like a snippet of each thing going in, and the last thing to go in is her trusty candlestick, which she gives a kiss and then like tucks it in her bag and just like helmet on, ready to go.
In the library with the candlestick.
like and
That's
then
exactly
the
why I
last
thought
thing
it
is
was
like
funny.
featuring and the actor name of the person who plays Chad, and then what is Chad doing?
Chad is ripping a hole in that morph suit. Success, going for the side.
Incredible that they put the same like feature like film moment shot in the intro as they did in the cold open. It's just with a little arrow sticking out.
I haven't gotten that much footage of Chad.
Yeah. Incredible. We cut to the first scene after the intro, which is the villains are in a position to defeat the heroes.
All right, I'm gonna say, what was our villain's name again? I'm starting off on a great.
Lance Trout.
Oh
yes,
yeah,
Lance Trout.
Historic noble villain whose traits, we rolled for his traits prior.
Okay.
Into
Historic
Charlie Trout,
noble.
I think I'm calling that now.
Here's the scene. We're in another train. You got the shaky cam going. You got we're POV riding this train. It's like an old railway style train. You got your compartments, your little boxes where you could sit with your besties and have private chats. We pan up. We see 4 sets of newly buffed leather shoes, loafers, penny loafers. One set has an actual penny in the top of the loafer. We do a slow pan up. We see their legs. He's tapping his foot. Mr. Penny tapping his foot. We pan up. We're still in this old-timey railroad car, but there is like a large this compartment that we're in is like tricked out. They've got like a hacker panel going on. And this Mr. Pennyman, Lance Trout, is seated, and his 3 identical henchmen, Dustin, Daniel, and Derek, are standing behind him. They got their arms crossed. We got one who's doing lookout into the hallway. And he's there, and there's a really big red button. There's a really big red button, and they're disgusting. They're disgusting. Yeah, they're disgusting, and they're also discussing what's gonna happen when that button gets pushed, and the hand is inching toward it, but so slowly.
I think also spread out on the table in front of Mr. Trout, is it like a schematic, like digital blueprint?
Oh yeah.
Maybe with all of our faces like broken down into geometry and like helmets and shit like broken down, and like a little dossier of like each of our like traits come up on the table.
Notably,
touch our
Chad is
noses.
not on it.
Notably, Chad is not on it. Yes, that's very key. Chad is not on this.
Daniel the henchman is trying to like figure out what's going on, but then gets distracted by the penny that's in Lance's shoes. It's like, hey! And reaches down for the penny in Lance's shoes.
Hey, whoa. Whoa.
What?
Don't touch the shoes.
Do you need this for later?
It's for the look. You know, like, it's a status symbol, Daniel.
Don't you know that's the first penny he ever made of profit?
Actually,
Why
it's
would
the
he only
first
make a
penny my
penny?
grandfather ever made.
Oh,
I have some gumballs if
It's
you
in the
want to put it
family.
in there.
Yeah.
I hand him a gumball. That's round.
The train car jostles a little. The gumball rolls down the table right next to the camera passes that red button again with a hand hovering over it.
is it Lance's hand or is it somebody else's hand?
It's Lance's, it looks like.
Lance is ready.
Boss,
Mance
you gonna
has
do it? We're gonna
the
do
finger
it,
is
boss?
inching down.
What's stopping you, boss?
I just want to make sure we're all prepared that when I press this train goes into hyperspeed. This train's gonna lift directly up off the ground, flames shooting out of the bottom of it, propelling us. We're gonna burn this small little town to dust. This small little industry hellhole. We're burning it to the ground, and we're gonna get those those mother beep.
Of course, the FCC. For sure.
The train, like, goes over a speed bump, like, at that time. A classic speed bump on the railway. Another train goes, like the horn.
Wait, boss, we gonna die?
We're gonna live. We're gonna take
Alright.
these 4 out. They have meddled with our domination for long enough.
Hit the
The
button.
train hits another bump, and I accidentally fall over into your elbow.
Oh god, the arm that's the raised arm. Oh fuck. All right.
We smash cut away as Lance Trout has accidentally pushed the button. I imagine there's some screaming at your.
It goes. You. And as it goes to swear, it smash cuts.
And
Yeah.
I feel like what happens is we smash cut to the train station that Chad was getting picked up from as it's getting like destroyed by whatever sort of like mechanism was attached to, like, as they like lift off and go into hyperspeed, they're like leaving all these horrific things behind, falling apart. Chad's life is in danger as he boards the train, and as our train, we find our heroes. The next beat, the next scene that we're going to is the new character is saved by the heroes.
Okay, I think what happens, maybe, in my vibe that I'm thinking, is all of the sudden the train, like, you know how when fire blows up in, like, an enclosed space, it, like, shoots from one end to the other? Yeah. So this fireball shoots from the, like, one end of the other to the other side, and as it leaves the station and clears and all of the ash is down, you see Morph Suit Chad in a perfect bubble force field around you, and then a blue gloved hand reaches out to pull you onto the train. We're almost out of time there, honey.
Yeah, and like if you in the bubble, even with the morph suit, Chad's got some like some slight burns, little charcoal residual on the morph suit, just kind of like looking around, being like, "Yeah."
How'd it feel to be inside a fireball?
Not great.
Been there. Got singed a few times. Burn off my eyebrows.
And Chad's just like looking, whoever is talking to Chad, like up and down, being like, not great.
There's another blast coming soon, though, so we may want to...
Where?
Are you coming?
Where are we going? Oh, this is Chad's face.
Can I get some reinforcements?
I think Pearl and Geraldine and Harmony all sort of walk through looking incredible. But like also we're all like teenagers still. So it's like we're all like weirdly made up for 17-year-olds flying through space.
Right, because we're played by 25-year-olds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Minimum 25-year-olds.
Minimum
yeah.
25, yeah.
Yeah. It's like the sliding door opens and it's just wide enough that like all three of us are in like casual poses with like our weaponry and our like gear.
I'm like on the ground. I'm like one hand on the ground, like kneeling, like in like I just landed. I had
like
to charge
the Black Widow pose.
Yeah.
Sure. I had to charge my suit, so I had just flipped down from one of the emergency exit hatches, and that's how I landed, and that's when the door opened.
Welcome aboard. What's your name?
Yeah,
yes.
you.
Yes.
And then you see Chad trying to like reach into the morph suit on that like one weirdly placed slit. And you're like watching him try to like fumble out arrows, but he's just like,
I'm gonna assume a defensive position.
You have a knife, you have a staff scythe at your throat before you pull an arrow out. Pearl has like taken a step forward, this like 6-foot long scythe she holds out in front of her and just goes, I believe we asked for your name.
I hold out my iPad, which has a similar dossier on this mysterious morph suit. It doesn't have a name, notably. I think this is who we're looking for.
No.
You think, how many people do you think come through here wearing green morph suits? Whatever
how many
color
people
that
do you
is.
think are always looking for me?
State your purpose.
I'm Chad.
That was my last question.
Chad?
On to the next one.
What?
What are you here for?
The big game.
You know, Chad, life's a game. And then I burpee up. I do a full star burpee out of my pose.
Oh my
Want to arm
god.
wrestle?
Me. Arm wrestle.
Yeah. I'm like 4'8", by the way, for context.
Chad is not 4'8".
I'm
I fold
4'8"
down
of pure
I
muscle.
fold down a card table from the wall. That you can arm wrestle.
Okay. Yeah, Chad starts heading over to the table.
I walk over. I'm seated and ready. I'm just staring at Chad.
Yeah.
I think in this moment, our conductor joins us as well. To walk through and walk in on like a moment of tension between the newbie and the experienced people.
Oh, hey, Jane, we're just about to have a little match. It's the big game.
I'm not sure this is the big
I
thing.
airdrop the same schematic to Jane's communicator.
So you're going to fight?
We're gonna arm wrestle,
That's game.
but not the big game.
Jane kind of sighs and
Can I do
points
that in
out the
Morse?
back window of the train as we see this like collapsing in. The like train station is like collapsing in that we left, and it looks like the city beyond is beginning to be leveled as we realize what we just experienced was something large and perhaps deliberately designed to get our attention.
Oh yeah, good point. Maybe we should get out of here. Thoughts?
Huh? I look over my shoulder and look out a window, and I'm just gonna give the waiting Chad a high five and like a little bro thing. I'm like, you're game. You're game. Okay. Okay. He might be the one, guys.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
I'm
check the
big
radar.
Pearl, secure the window compartments. Prudence, yes, check the radar. Harmony, determine course stability. Let's go, team.
Right.
All of them move with like really deliberate but somewhat different responses to Geraldine's like existing in this role. And I think like Pearl at least turns and is just like, yeah, like she just turns and is like checking each window and is like making sure that nothing is cracked.
I definitely was already out the door when
So true.
I just imagine you're like, oh, yes, go do that.
I'm very much like must lead.
At the door. Just aim toward the door.
Must lead.
So the train starts to move.
Yeah.
Yes.
A voice comes over the intercom. Looks like we've got about 30 seconds till the next blast.
Oh shit. Get ready to brace.
Jane, can you help kind of get us moving? We can maybe combat the momentum.
As you say that, the train like does a huge lurch in the direction that you were hoping it would. And Jane like bangs over the intercom and is like, you know it's already done.
Chad was not ready for that. Whoop. There goes a
I
pokey
think-
arrow.
Pearl turns and sort of hollers because she's further away, like relishing the time it takes to check all the windows on the train, and is like, "We gonna? All right. Oh my god, I can't remember what I just did for her. Are we gonna
Brooklyn.
figure out what's making the explosions? Or are we just gonna run?
Run first. Figure out while we run.
Chad, do you need a job?
He's just hanging.
Okay.
And just
Right.
silence. Not looking for jobs over here.
Well, what are your strengths? Everyone has them, so you must also.
I'm a survivor.
You're a survivor.
Mm-hmm.
Do
I
you ever want to talk more about that?
outlast. I outlast.
Outwit, outplay.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh my god, this guy's from the home world.
What's
kinda
that
cute.
supposed to mean?
Means how long have you spent in space if you're still talking about reality TV?
Chad doesn't understand that. Reality TV.
Do we make it out of the tunnel? Do we think?
I think we do. I think there's like this like intense like something crashes on the back end and they're like all kind
Maybe
of
we
getting
lose a car.
Yeah. And
We lose a car.
we lose a car and then like crawling in through the back part of this car is like whatever new villainous means that Lance Trout was like intentionally trying to release that would like combat us.
Yeah, it's like black tentacles.
Yes.
It's like inky. It almost looks like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like
A space
made of
kraken.
Space
Space
Yeah,
Kraken's
and
coming.
it's like it's like hard to tell if it's organic or mechanical or some combination of the
it almost
two.
looks like it almost has the same fluid rules that like mercury has.
Yes, I love
And the
that.
sound isn't like squishy, it's like screechy.
Oh,
Oh, I hate that so much.
yes,
Yeah.
I love it.
That's very good.
Yeah, so it's like coming up the back of the it's like coming up the back of the
Ugh.
train. I
Do
feel
we
like
do we notice it?
yeah, right? I feel like we get a
car-
really
Okay.
amazing fight scene.
Do we have to cut off the car? I think we have to cut
Listen.
off the car.
I got this.
Let's run back.
Let
okay.
me cut off the car.
Okay.
We get the scene as I think it's gotta be like Harmony and Pearl both like in the comedic moment of like both of them are trying to have their like cool solo fight because they're like both tough and they're like trying to do this, but it's like they're actually working together really, really well.
Mhm.
Yeah. What's your weapon again?
It's a
What is
scythe, so it's just a long
Oh, yeah.
stick with a blade at the end.
We got the slicing and we got the bonking. What else do you need?
Gotta be kind
Chad
of quick on the
walking
timing.
through.
Yeah.
I think we got to be kind of precise on the timing. So if you can just let me know when to let the car go.
Well, I'm just gonna shoot the thing.
Okay.
It's like this horrendous like in the background.
Is that like a now kind of thing? Like, should I just call it now? Or
Should I just shoot it now?
yeah, probably. I don't know. Geraldine, thoughts?
Shoot it. I start assembling our possessions and moving them to the next car in case that plan doesn't work, so that we can like cut off the car and like move up a car.
Yeah, I how does it go when Chad shoots this thing? What happens?
So just my envisioning though is if we're gonna let go of this car, right? Like there's got to be some sort of gap in the sense of like
Yeah, it's
So
a
Chad-
Chicago L train, obviously.
exactly. So that gap that we're all so familiar with, in the sense that like Chad like opens the door to the car we're all in, or I guess technically we're all trying to leave, right? And then in the two separate directions, just opens the door, and there's just like those tentacles just like coming out, and so like with the door like half open, but you know how those doors keep like closing on each other,
Yeah.
like
And
Chad.
you've got the like the
like-
clang, 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 clang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chad's definitely not like getting out from between the doors. So like while trying to shoot the doors, so like constantly closing in on Chad, bouncing back and forth. But it's messing with his aim so bad. It's just like shot worse things, I swear. And like probably
What is
knows he
Chad's
says.
body type?
What's Chad's body type?
Yeah, I have this like very specific image in my mind, but I just like, is Chad a guy who looks like he can shoot a bow and arrow a crossbow well?
No, we're talking like average in the sense of like no athletic training whatsoever, but like okay, not like it's still in shape, but like that arm tone through that morph suit is not enough to justify that bow action. It's just not.
Okay, great.
So...
Thank you. I just needed the look clarity. I realized we like described traits and stuff and did nothing to describe physicality.
Oh yeah.
Which is like kind of nice in a different way.
Mhm.
Anyway.
Oh, I stand.
Yeah, but I just
Gotta know
except
height.
with height, we have to know how tall people are. But yeah, the door's banging on Chad.
Oh yeah, and like Chad's just continuing to shoot at these like tentacles, thinking about that one time back in the home world where they were like, we're gonna try to do deep sea fishing, and then like somebody tried to catch an octopus and they failed, and like Chad's got all these weird memories, and this tentacle thing is not dying.
I think Jane's voice comes over the intercom and goes, "Please make sure all arms and appendages are inside the ride."
Chad's like, what the hell's an appendage?
You and you get yanked by the scruff of your like collar, by your morph suit neck back
And
in.
at that moment, the car detaches.
Genius. What was that for? I almost had it. Sounding muffled through a morph suit.
You can't almost have it. You were shooting blind into a sack of metal.
You either have it or you don't, and I got a backup Pearl on this one.
We had it. There's like lame tentacles everywhere.
I got it, and you just see like Chad trying to pull out another arrow from the morph suit.
You can't even get in your pants.
We're gonna have to do a redesign.
Get in your own pants.
I know it's not the next scene, but I think there is a redesign of Chad's morph suit. There's a hard cut to a mini montage.
Nice.
Of just like frantic stitching.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it actually could be like it can be like part like clothing montage where it's like frantic stitching, arguments with Chad about morph suit versus jumpsuit, like all these things. But in the middle, we're getting like smash cuts to the villains creating like their little mini montage. So it's like this like dialogue between those two things. Because the next scene, oh, go ahead.
The other thing I want to say is like, I think the scene is like as the car falls away, we launch into the sky, and so it shrinks down behind us on the track below, and you see just like an expansive like Red Rock City, kind of like a cross between like Las Vegas mountains and Gary, Indiana.
That's so good.
So it's like a stinky
feel.
industrial city, but also in like the most beautiful like Mount Zion nature.
Wow, I didn't know
that's
that's my
amazing.
dream of an apocalyptic worldscape, because that sounds beautiful. It's Gary, Indiana.
It's Gary, Indiana. Gary,
You see, like-
Gary, Indiana.
You hear like a vague like thud as it keeps zooming out and the car keeps falling away. We got like a drone shot. This is what they use their big budget cinematography moment on in the episode. Is this drone shot pulling out, and then you see like a puff of dust as it
But there's
touches
like
the
bad
ground.
CGI on the drone shot of the like tentacle thing on the car.
Yeah.
Like the shot is beautiful. And like it's just like this weird.
CGI
Also,
sucks.
It low-key zooms out all the way to see the full planet. Like,
Oh yeah.
Remind the viewers of the scale, the magnitude of
We're
what
all
we're
over
doing here.
space.
we're all over.
Yeah.
Space emergency training, baby.
Incredible. The next scene, I think we're getting there, is the newbie tries to interfere with the villains.
I'm gonna let Chad drive this one.
So maybe someone's at like a radar type sitch.
So do you think the
somehow
villains?
tracking.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. It's like Chad. So Chad, now in new attire, starts looking around for ways to be more useful, right? He thinks this whole train's gonna go up in flames anyways, but like, hey, while we're at it and along for the ride, might as well do something fun, right? So Chad's just like snooping around. I think everybody on board is already like taking care of the shit they need to take care of and like doing an amazing job. And then Chad's just like kind of like sloughing around, just kind of like looking through hallways, checking out random cabinets, whatever's on this emergency space tray. Whatever one finds in any of those drawers.
It's gotta be like combo space food, but then also like teen girl junk food, right?
And like
yeah.
Tiger Beat magazines.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. What's
Yes.
17
MREs
called?
and Tiger Beat magazines.
It's like those, what are those called? Like K5 or whatever, like the ones that had Justin Bieber on the cover.
Pop star.
Yes.
K14.
K14.
Yes. So like all these magazines, and like Chad's just like eating some like random space snacks while looking through these magazines, but like holding them like this and like just stuffing his face with like snacks. When he like comes across like a room of actual information, right? Like all the screens, all the cool stuff. And Chad just kind of like stops like looking at whatever pop star is popular at the time and just kind of like stuffs the snack in his mouth, and the radar of sorts like catches his eye. So he sees that like the villains have been found near the atmosphere that we're in.
I think cut to not the next beat, but just cut to the inside of that old train car.
Yeah.
And we've got Dustin, Daniel, and Derek all like looking with like rumpled brows at this list, and Derek's like, "It just doesn't make sense, bro. There's a heat map on here that wasn't here before. What's going on?"
Maybe they made soup.
And why does it look
Yeah.
so wiggly?
That's true. It could be a big soup,
Noodle soup.
like a big soup vat.
We should get some soup for lunch.
Yeah.
Sounds good. You want to go to Panera?
Hey boss, you want some soup? We're going to Planet
Like
P.
soup. We think they made
I like
some soup.
raise a finger. You see the back of my, my chair.
There's
I'm
so
like-
many close-ups on this man's hand.
This
No.
man's hand.
This man
He has
is
like some
Marlon
kind of
Brando.
fancy fucking ring. Like
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
the
It's a
ring has
Tarantino thing.
also
Yeah.
a red button on it.
Absolutely Marlon Brando in The Godfather.
Oh my God.
Unhinged energy is the red button ring.
It's not time to press it yet. So you'll notice that finger is down. That finger is down and the thumb is strategically placed so as to not accidentally be jostled. You ask about the soup. And Lance slowly turns his head around and he's like, "A clam chowder for me. I don't have time to walk over to the dining car. These squiggles, those teens are on the move."
Do you know
That's what that
kind of
means.
soup? Do you know what kind of soup they might have made from their wiggly one extra heat map?
Looks like a bisque.
It's like kind of in the shape. It has like a big vat body and then kind of two noodles off the top, and then a couple noodles off the bottom. What do you think?
Like ramen.
Could be ramen. Yeah.
Soup in space.
Dang, I'm hungry now.
I love the energy that all of these men are just so incompetent.
There's this like a beautiful thing of like Lance is like, I have a loose plan, and in his head he thinks it's very detailed and very like good, and this is why he's constantly getting foiled by 17-year-olds, but it just hasn't like struck him.
In reality, this
Exactly.
is the plan. It's
And
just pushing that button.
I think Dustin, Derek, and
Daniel.
are also notably 17 to 18-year-olds played by 25 to 26-year-olds. Or maybe 18 to 20-year-olds in that way that television shows do that and act like it's normal, but yeah.
Right.
They're
Lance
all
is
also
like-
hotties who could potentially complicate things later on in the season.
Derek
Oh, yeah.
definitely looks like Alex Pettyfer.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I'm calling it now.
There it is.
Lance is in his 60s, but is so Botoxed up. This man looks like a wax figure.
Oh, that's so scary.
But his hands are all wrinkly and old, like a 60-year-old man's.
Right.
His face,
Like you
smooth.
see it everywhere. It's just not. Yeah.
Yo, they're
Yeah.
talking to the soup. I wonder if that makes it tastier.
Let's try it.
Planet Panera?
Wait,
What?
do you hear? Do you hear something? My ear is like to the screen. I'm like, how do you know they're talking?
Because they're standing and moving, gesticulating. The noodles are coming up and waving wildly.
Oh, right. The noodles are them. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yep.
The noodles
knew
are
that.
them?
The noodles
knew
are
that.
them?
I knew that. Mm-hmm. Yes,
An
exactly.
extra noodle. Huh? Sir?
What?
Wait, the noodles are people?
Sir?
Does that mean... Wait, is it a person?
So should we go there for lunch then?
They do have a lot of soup.
That could be a tasty lunch. A tasty meal for
Yeah, we can get-
hungry boys.
Revenge and soup.
Soup revenge. All right, bro. Let's go.
I like pull a lever. We like,
Like a spiral hyperspeed. Yeah.
yeah.
And they beam up in wherever Duder is, or not Duder, wherever Chad is. Sorry,
Shout out to Baywatch.
Wherever
Shout
Chad
outs
is,
to
wherever
Baywatch.
Chad is going through a cabinet, all of a sudden 4 full-size men pop up.
Oh yeah. No, so Chad's like checking the radars. These dudes are appearing. And the one thing that Chad's gonna go looking for, without necessarily trying to tell anybody else on board first, is the equivalent of a spacesuit.
Isn't that
Chad's
what your
gonna go
morph suit
rifling
is? I mean,
through
isn't
some
that what your
closets.
jumpsuit is?
Yeah, your
I think you
jumpsuit
have a
will get you in
spacesuit.
space.
Oh yeah, no worries. Chad's still looking for a
Oh,
spacesuit.
cool.
So like
He doesn't
Chad,
understand his new hot outfit.
It's not the morph suit anymore. Like, what are its capabilities? Question mark, question mark. So I think Chad's like rifling through some closets, isn't successful. Necessarily doesn't necessarily take too many steps. Finds a door / thing that kind of looks like a closet. Happens to have some sort of lever. Chad thinks it's meant to be opened, and Chad gets shot out into space.
Uh-oh.
Chad then floats in space and realizes that he can do the thing. And upon seeing on the radar where they were and like these dudes appearing, Chad's gonna start to like go over towards the dudes and see if he can like interfere.
He goes, Derek goes, bro, where's the soup?
Chad literally runs an interference play on a spiraling train car, big football energy.
Oh my god. Oh yeah,
As the
train's
lads
spiraling like a
unload to
football.
Chad.
I was
Perfect
gonna die
throw.
anyway.
Bro, where's the soup? The soup?
I'm hungry.
We're all very hungry.
Hungry boys.
Hungry boys.
This is just like a legit like old train car, like in space next to our train.
I think we like ejected ourselves and apparated here a little bit. Like I think
Okay,
we, like,
yeah.
I think the train car is outside of our train car and we have like arrived to the
Do we have like little pods that we travel in when we eject ourselves?
Probably. You think?
Like little pods, and then we can like.
Make a bigger pod.
Come out and say, where's the soup?
Oh yeah, the pods can all like link up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like
So
a
no one
big
gets
party.
lost.
Right. Big concern with this party.
Yeah,
know
now
what
there's
it's
like the
like.
energy of these villains. Chad has unwittingly let the villains, like whatever Chad did that almost got him yeeted into space, like got undid,
Let them
like
in. It
yeah.
undid the wards. Yeah, so I think we cut then to Prudence running into the conductor's quarters and going, "Oh my god, the wards are down in the left car. I don't know what happened. But comms probably are down too. Oh, she's Southern actually.
I think
Wards down.
Geraldine might also be in that car with Jane, like leader energy wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as I hear that, I'm like, I'm going to go investigate. Because of my loner energy too, so.
Do you need any backup or anything?
I don't know if
That was
it's
an
safe
okay
yet.
answer.
Get the trait.
I don't know if
you're.
I don't know if it's safe. I have to do this alone.
Yes.
So I'm stomping off to the left car, and is this where the villains are?
Yeah, you
Okay.
walk into a room with Chad,
Yes.
Derek, Dustin, Daniel, and Lance Stroud.
Oh my god. Stand back, Chad, or like throw out an arm to like push him behind me and like pull out my candlestick. And I'm just gonna go for the nearest. I'm just gonna go for what? Daryl? Daniel?
Daniel is one.
Daniel is one of the. I'm sorry. I truly can't do names.
Derek Daniel?
Going for Daniel and just like bringing it up and just like smacking him across the noggin with it.
They all kind of fumble, I feel like, backwards into each other, but I think very quickly recover because like this is the moment where like we have to start to lose, right? Like I feel like Geraldine like is quickly kind of restrained.
Yeah, like overwhelmed.
Yeah, by Derek and Dustin since she bopped Daniel, who like kind of stumbled backwards into Lance, who can like be recovering himself. And then I feel like the rest of us kind of hear the cacophony.
Oh, yeah.
But Chad, like, you're in the middle of it.
Oh, yeah. Well, Chad realizes that they want the soup or whatever it is that they keep talking about. And just, like, readies the bow and has it aimed at not Daniel. And aimed at Dustin. And it's like, don't make me use it.
Use it!
Bro, what are you doing? Bro.
Dude.
Why here?
Bro, what?
We're here for you, man.
Why? You here for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're here.
Chad, get help!
We're here to talk about the soup.
Where are your other noodles? And by that, I mean friends.
How many?
You mean to
friends
tell me
talking
you're
about.
all alone?
Any friends?
We'll
I
be a
ain't got
friend,
no
man.
friends. I ain't got no noodles.
You want some friends?
Pathetic.
Got 4 vats soup?
Take you to Planet Panera.
Wait, what?
Going to Panera, you want to come?
Like now?
Yeah.
Like we can leave everyone else here and go?
Yeah. Everyone else? Who'd you say?
Yeah, like, and points at Geraldine.
Who is being restrained?
Right! It's like, yeah, like, we can go.
Did
We
you
want
just say
Panera now, we
everyone
want
else
Panera
to
later.
refer to one other person, or are there other people?
Well, I'm a person.
So you said everyone else just to refer to her?
I'm gonna
Rare
say,
moment.
Where are your friends?
I have to say, Chad is definitely fooled by this notion. Well, I don't have any friends.
So if you don't have,
And there's
Sorry.
no noodles. There's no soup here either. It's just all these like dry foods and snack foods. Some magazines.
if you don't have any friends, then you won't mind the price for you coming to Panera with us. It's just a little thing called "Let Me Blow Up Your Train Car."
Well, I don't see how we're gonna get to Panera then.
Sorry about the letter there, though.
It's okay. I have my leather people. Oh,
What?
Sound.
no sound.
Leather people.
I have, my leather guy. My leather guy. I have a guy for everything.
I'm going to use this opportunity to use the bathroom. Be right back.
Go for it.
Uh-oh. Well, we'll keep
It's
going.
all
That's fine.
leather people.
Anyway.
My leather men, they make my leather firsthand. They raise the cows from birth, and I don't need to go into it. That's too graphic for today. Not before
especially
lunch.
if we're gonna eat soup.
Oh, true.
Yeah, I do want an
Listen.
Italian sausage.
I don't know if you can get
In
that
my
at
soup.
Panera.
We're gonna get it at Panera.
They'll make it for me.
Listen, either way, there's no friends here. This is not a ride you can have, and I think I'm supposed to shoot you now.
Can you
But
take us to
if
the
you
cockpit
live,
instead?
we can get soup together later.
If you shoot us and we live, we can get soup together? Okay.
I feel like this is when Pearl and Harmony come like bursting through and like the fight pops off.
Oh,
For sure,
that was
for
gonna
sure.
happen.
Because I mean, there has to be this sort of like there's like the confrontation, right? And,
Oh
like,
yeah.
and everybody's like shoved into this one tiny train car, and like things are flying, and there's blades and whack-a-mole and lasers, and like the triplets surely have like some idiotic weapon series of things that are like crazy.
Derek's a fist guy. He's got metal knuckles.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
one of them has like a big like space rifle or something that requires like awkward reloading.
One of them has a
Justin.
knife comb. A comb knife.
They comb their hair and like,
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah, I think that's the newbie tries to interfere with the villains. The next beat is they gain the power to morph, so I think the fight scene has to play out now.
And so they being the villains gain the power to morph?
I think it's they being Chad gains the power to morph, because
Oh.
what happens in this fight scene is maybe we start to lose.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I think that all the tech and gadgetry that typically I would be using got fucked up when Chad pulled that lever. And so, like, I think probably about 5 minutes later, like a sweaty, disheveled, like, blonde girl runs into the cabin with these, like, silly gloves that have, like the knuckles all have these, like, red spots on them. She's like, I can't do anything, y'all. I gotta be here.
Fuck. Sorry, not fuck. We're on network TV.
I feel like we see like one of the, I want to say the brothers, like someone said they're identical, right? Like one of the D boys. No, the Dustin.
Wait, they all look like
Wait.
Alex Pettifer? That's very funny.
At one point, it was like they all look the
They're
same.
triplets.
And I was like, in my brain, that meant literally immediately. But I think we see like Pearl get hit hard and like fall to the ground or hit the wall or something of that like crumbling, and like you see she starts to move and like they start to get up and like immediately is visibly also feeling defeated. Like we get that image of Prudence coming in and getting defeated, and then we get this image of Pearl like getting defeated and hand to hand with fisticuffs man.
Is Geraldine still restrained?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's this thing of like your team is coming in, they're like getting knocked down one by one by dominoes. They're like looking to you also for that thing of like, wait, what now? Like,
We've been through tougher times than this before, team. I know that we can do it, and I'm like struggling to get out of this. Trying as hard as I can to get out of the restraints, but they're actually like fairly effective.
I think I'm trying to punch this penny loafer guy in the shins. With my laser fists.
amazing.
Shins.
Amazing.
Harmony has run over to the fallen Pearl, and like an athletic trainer coming on to the field during a game for a sports injury, and I'm like, I'm giving you a concussion test. I'm like, I threw my hammer to the side, but, you know, I have like one leg on it. I'm like in the cool stance. I'm always in a cool stance. So I got like, you know, the one leg crouched, the other one stretched out, keeping my hammer under my leg, but I'm giving Pearl the physical. I gotta make sure you're okay, Pearl. If one of us goes down, it's doom for all of us.
Yeah, we have to do something. And I think Pearl and Pearl reaches out to Harmony to like signal like starting to do the morph.
Oh shit, okay,
Everyone's
okay.
starting to come together. But like already immediately Harmony and Pearl like have that weird tension of both of us always want to go fight things by ourselves. And
Yeah,
so
but
we're,
I
like,
also...
having trouble doing
Right,
Mhm.
right. No, that's I think an underlying source of tension, right? Is who's the strongest of the strong. But Harmony can't help but to you know, help a fallen friend. You know, we're teammates.
Yeah, I think the first impulse that we see with Pearl's like at first she goes to like push you away, and then they like sit up, and it's that thing of like one of Pearl's traits is also that they're evil, which is like a weird sort of like selfishness and like instinct to do the wrong thing, and so like we see them shove you away, and then it's like then they have that scene of like, okay, but wait, this is actually everything's going wrong, like, and Dustin like tries to conk Geraldine over the head as like Prudence is actively trying to.
I'm like on my knees.
Yeah, like.
Yeah.
Guy in the shins.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Chad, you see everything is like going wrong.
Everything is going wrong. Chad has run out of arrows, has really only hit like one of these. Not twins. Or twins.
Dustin just unfazed with an arrow in the thigh.
Oh yeah, absolutely unfazed. But also giving up on the arrows and eventually just kind of like, I don't even know what you'd call it, but I guess it's like wrestling. Just literally grabbing one of like the henchmen like hand for hand. It's just like, we were supposed to get soup together. How are we supposed to eat soup together if I rip your hands off?
Soup's for slurping, bro. And he just like brings a like gross hammer down on your shoulder.
Beautiful. Ouch.
Chad gets knocked backwards and like falls into like one group of people, right? So either Prudence and Geraldine kind of next to each other in the chaos, or Pearl and Harmony who are like trying to figure out what to do as like the two sort of beefy boys on the side of the train car.
Prudence, can you reach the radar to the conductor?
Palms are down, but I can run.
Run. Tell her to jerk backwards as fast as she can.
All right, I'm running.
Oh Lord.
I'm absolutely running. I'm doing a flip, like as I come around, like you know how in like the MTA cars there are like poles in the middle. I'm like
Yes.
poles and like doing flips and shit. Feeling very
Beautiful.
cool. Even though I just spent the last like 10 minutes on my knees getting punched and then punching something.
Ow.
But, I think I get to the conductor and tell her that, and then immediately like whip around and run back. And then I think as I come back I see like a state of like disarray a little bit. Obviously disarray, but
I think, like,
is anybody like out, like down?
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't think Chad's down. Looking a little worse for wear, but like not down yet.
I'm restrained, like, very well. I can't get out.
Okay, I think I'm trying to come and pry you out of your restraints.
I think
I'm
you're,
doing the
ripping
thing
at
where-
her, but Pearl.
Sorry, I lost you, Claire. I lost audio.
Oh no, is it falling? Is it breaking again?
Your gain is super low, so maybe it's just not picking up when you're not pointed directly at the mic.
Is it broken again?
It's really low, yeah.
Hello?
I think I'm doing that thing though with the restrainer where I'm like not trying to like brute force. I know what my strengths are. I'm not trying to brute force anything. I'm instead like hitting pressure points and just pinching until he like relaxes his hands, and pulls his arm out, or like.
Yes.
Yeah, so I break free, and who was holding me? Dustin? Who knows anymore?
Justin and Daniel.
I'm gonna knee
Okay.
Dustin in the crotch.
I'll like bonk Daniel right in the nose with my candlestick. Shoulder, instep, nose, groin.
Geraldine, I think we gotta all get together.
Come together, my friends. We must stand together in this fight.
I
Alright,
like
Pearl,
take
you
your
good?
hand like a very solidaritous move.
And then at that moment, the train just suddenly jerks backwards with like a huge lurch,
Oh fuck.
Oh yeah.
and everyone
Suits
falls
come
to the
up in, like,
ground.
helmets.
Yes.
Yeah, we start to. Does it work now? Is it still horrible?
It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
We start to come together, and it's like, I think when the train lurches backwards, Chad falls into all of us.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yes. And we all catch him like a trust fall.
Yeah, but then we realize that it's like still working. Like the morph that's happening is still working, even with Chad in it.
What do we do to morph? Like physically, what do we do to?
I wish with all
Do we all?
to fly with dragons. No.
Dragonland.
No idea what we're doing.
I'm making a reference to a show from like 1996. So
Yeah, I mean, do we all just like connect? Do we all just like hook up where like one of us becomes the arm and one of us becomes like a leg into
we
like a giant
Transformers.
like? I think so.
that's so fucking.
That's where I'm going.
I'm
Yeah.
obsessed.
Like Transformers are like, what's that one TV show that's really sad where they put the kids into the giant mecha suits?
Spoilers.
Ooh.
It's
That is.
it's not like Necronomicon. It's like
I
Evangelion, like that.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah. Oh.
Okay.
I was
yeah.
thinking we could have gone more Pacific Rim, but like I feel you.
Yeah, I mean that's kind. I mean it's everything, right?
That's
it
the
is-
chaddest thing I've ever heard you say, Allie.
I wish
I know,
wish
right?
Chad said it, but I don't think he would have been smart enough.
Yeah,
nor
it's
know
like
it.
we come together and make something larger than ourselves.
I also would like to request that the transformed robot thing is just rainbow colors. It's the CMY. plus
Yes.
The RGB.
Yeah.
It's just
Well, it's the stone from Dragon Tales that has like the rainbow
Yes.
shimmer running up and down it.
Yeah.
Yes, there's like rainbow shimmers running up and down as we like click and launch into place and like rise to be like this giant robot and just start like smash,
But my
smash.
question is like,
Yes.
what happens that makes it so much better because Chad is in it, right? Like it has to be enough that this is us realizing that like.
I think usually in the past we haven't had legs.
Oh, we only had one leg, so they have like pogo hop.
No, I think we didn't have any legs. I think we didn't have any legs. I think we were just a torso and a head and two arms. And so we had to
Yes.
like use our arms to like
Just
pull
like
ourselves along.
hook.
And
Now
like
we
a
have
jet
Yeah.
propulsion under the
Yes.
torso, sort of.
And now we can actually. Now we're so tall.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is what we were looking for the whole time.
I am the legs.
You were the
I've
missing
never
piece,
seen
Chad.
this view.
Chad, the legs. Can we just call
Chad.
you legs, Chad?
The legs.
I like it better. No offense.
Sure.
No? Okay.
As much as the scams chat is fun, we got some boys to punch.
With legs.
Let's do it.
With
So-
legs.
Pearl is
I'm-
definitely one of the arms.
Yeah, I'll be the torso since I'm like leader. I'm like,
Oh,
all right,
yeah.
oh!
Prudence is the
Punch!
head.
I
Harmony
think I'm
is
Yeah.
The other arm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm the legs.
And-
All right. Forward march, Chad.
Chad is new to the group, so the whole being the legs thing is
It's confusing.
If somebody could maybe flip up that lever on the right, that'd be really helpful. Get the wards back.
One of the arms.
The wars start to go back up. We fight we fight the boys, we yeet them into space. I think it's like really important we don't kill them, right? We have to just like
Oh yeah, we just to fight them every week.
We need to go get soup with them eventually.
Thing.
Yeah.
Like, and their train perfectly catches them or whatever.
And yeah, exactly. They like soar through the window as their train is coming past, and all like fall on their backs, like whoa.
You see Lance Trout shaking his fist at the sky.
Yes. Close up of his hand. As we see them go away, smash cut conclusion of the episode. How does this end, right?
We're all sitting in the dining car, enjoying a lovely Thursday breakfast. And typically there's only 4 seats at the table, but I've pulled up a 5th seat.
For the legs.
Hell yeah. For the legs. Thank you, Chad. You came at just the right time. You're the missing piece we needed. So now we have something to ask you. Would you like to?
Really sure.
Yes.
I've never been sure of anything.
Would you like to join us? Would you like to be an emergency responder on this train through space?
Mathematically, it makes a whole lot of sense.
But you can definitely say no.
Can I keep my morph suit around?
We would love that, yes.
But you can't wear it because we gotta have the real suits.
You can wear it under your real suit.
Well, what if it helps me morph better? It is
do
a
some
morph
tinkering.
suit.
You can do some tinkering.
Yeah, I'm definitely down to try engineering some new options.
Well, I
Maybe
just
we should
think
all wear morph
if we're gonna
suits.
be morphing, shouldn't we all have morph suits? This is no humor intended. Chad is asking this completely seriously.
I would be open to a morph suit. Show off the gun show. And I point at my abs.
If we can morph in the suit, it is a morph suit. We don't have to wear those. Our jumpsuits are morph suits. We morph in the
All right, so morph suits. Yeah,
Oh, no.
team. And
Here,
like
what about
put
this
that-
solution? What about this solution? What if we take the jumpsuits that we already have, but we just call them morph suits instead? Thoughts?
Morph suits.
I support that.
Morph suits.
Morph
Morph suits.
suits.
That look like
Morph
jumpsuits.
suits.
Morph
Morph
suits. that look like
Morph
jumpsuits.
suits.
Morph suits.
Morph suits.
Our jumpsuits.
Uniforms.
Executive producer.
Dick Wolf.
Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson.
Oh, that's cute as hell.
Wholesome space comedy.
Producer Nathan Fillion.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Civilian.
Nathan Fillion, the civilian.
That was if not us, then who? We did an episode, we did a pilot and a penultimate episode apparently.
I love efficiency.
Yeah, again, the game, if not us, then who, written by Rev Rybread, at Rev Rybread on social media, Riley Hopkins. And who were we? Corson.
Who were we?
I'm Corson.
You got anything to plug?
Season 4 of Survivor New Horizons is casting starting this week. So if you would like to get more information about that, feel free to send me a whisper or something on Twitch and I can send you the information.
Survivor New Horizons being a Survivor game in Animal Crossing.
Correct.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely wild.
Very
With the
fun.
new update?
With the new update. So we'll have cooking challenges this time around. We might go get coffees.
Oh my
It's
god.
gonna be fucking nuts.
Katie.
I'm Katie. I'm just a girl whose mic quit on her halfway through this stream. You can find me on all socials at Kaysur, KAYSUR _. I would like to plug the movie Dune. I would like to anti-plug the morning show. I would like to plug the indie game Unpacking. If you want a fun, short little game that you can play in a weekend, highly recommend Unpacking. That was my that's all I did last weekend for the most part, and it was a delight, and I'm depressed that I finished it.
I thought it was just gonna
I thought you were gonna just stop there.
Well, also generally, I have depression. Anywho.
Allie!
It's me! How do I follow that? You can find me here. You can find me here. Baywatch videos are up. We finished that. Happy to hang out here. That's where you can find me. You can also find me at Ali Sansan and Accurate Days on Instagram, which now that I've just introduced that, now I feel like I have to pitch it every time.
Absolutely amazing. I forgot to make an actual command for just plain Baywatch, so that's where we are. They all had a bunch of different things, but here we are. If you liked what you saw today, we'll be back every Sunday. Or you can watch the VODs afterwards. We'll highlight them on the channel, as well as eventually we're doing YouTube releases for stuff as well. Looks like somebody just drove past Corson and Katie's house.
That was a very
It's been very rumbly.
Wait, Zan, did you plug yourself?
No, I was going to say I'm Zan, and I want to plug doing things out of order to keep it interesting.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. I was just like vibing.
I was staring at Zan, thinking, remember to say Zan, and then...
You're fine. No, it's okay.
Zan, what do you... What?
What would you like to say?
What I like to plug? I don't know. Like, pick up your trash. Be kind to yourselves. Remember to soak the pot that you cooked your dinner in so that it's easier to scrape the food out of tomorrow morning.
Oof, what a good one.
Have a great night.
Amazing. I'm Claire. I am also a person whose mic cut out halfway through the stream, so thank you for bearing with that terrifying moment. I would like to plug coming back here every Sunday to hang out with us while we do these different games and figure some stuff out, and then we'll be back with some campaign play for Teatro or something different.
Who's the MVP of the episode?
Oh yeah!
Ooh.
Who did the best job?
I think Chad!
Yeah,
we're doing a poll? Okay.
Chad did a big lift, but if you're watching, jump in on this
your votes,
poll to tell us who the MVP is. I also think definitely Geraldine got an energy point. I think Prudence probably did too. I think all of us found at least one moment
for that loner sitch.
Oh yeah.
I do think there's just a lot of silent reading on that train.
Absolutely.
I was intending my heart energy point to be my orthopedic workup of Pearl.
I thought that was very sweet. I was like, that's cute. And I was like,
I
Pearl's
like it.
foreshadowing their evilness by just being like, leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Like slapping the hand away, classic. Yeah, I mean, we could do we don't have to say what we're gonna play next because we don't know yet, but I think the vibe is probably gonna be another GMless game, and then we might come back and pick this game up in the future at some point because it is so episodic. What are people feeling? Well,
yeah, I love it. I think let's have fun. Let's experiment with GMless games. And I think it's
polls.
Ooh, that's good.
For what we play.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I do love chaos. I do love a people's choice.
Do love us some chaos.
Follow me on Twitter at Claire the DM, and we'll run polls for what's happening on the channel.
Yeah,
we have certainly many of them, and if you have one in mind that you'd like to see us play, feel free to reach out and let us know. We are very susceptible to influence.
Turns out.
Turns out. Yeah,
apparently unanimous for Chad here.
Yeah, it looks like it's Chad. It looks like it's Chad. So Chad is gonna get a point of energy for the heroes. And I
Yes.
do think the heroes, I mean, if we were keeping more formal score, I think the heroes won that round.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we
Oh,
didn't all
show.
die, so that's...
We did
And when your bad
not.
guys are all focused on soup.
Yeah. Lance
When
didn't
the
even get
bad
to use a
guys-
second button. That'll be a
Oh my god.
that'll be a
the
little
finale.
seed planted for later in the season.
When not one single person in that train car figured out that it was a body. It is just plug a little bit. I think he's live. It is Isaiah's birthday.
Oh, let's go over there.
So
Let's do it.
raid him.
I was just about to say, who should we raid?
There it is.
He's playing Jackbox, so it could be really fun if people are down to tag in for a minute and play a couple games or something.
Yeah, at the very least, tag
Let's
into
do it.
the audience depending on where they are in the game.
Yeah,
and then vote on those answers. So, and also they do have follower only chat on right now, but Isaiah is worth a follow, so that shouldn't be an issue.
Can confirm. Love that guy.
We'll
Love
report.
that guy.
All right, well, we will
Love
be back
that
here
guy.
next Sunday, 7:30 Central, with another game. And we hope to see you there. Thank you so much for watching.
Be well. Bye.
Bye.